And that'll bring up the left. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses one. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Oh. And he popped him up. Got it, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Joey Gallo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. So next to the plate for Texas, Nate Lowe worked a walk his first time up. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there to Santana to get the double play.
The center fielder, number 4.
Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And this is fouled at the plate. Davis waits on the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Merrifield at second, reined in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. A couple of walks. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hamels into the windup, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Michael Taylor is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Again, another foul ball. Hot shot on the ground is short. There's Carter Falefa, and that's the second out. With Merrifield next to bat. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. KC down in order through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this lands foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Jonah Heim. Grounded back up the middle. Mondesi picks it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner Falefa. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the first pitch. The 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Gotta believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
And he misses there, 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and whip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Salvador Perez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first, and he can't come up with it.
As we watch this, I'm trying to figure out what happened here. Looked like the throw was on target, And it was. He just didn't close the glove over it, and he's safely aboard as a result. Those are tough to explain sometimes.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
He's 0 for 1 up to the plate so far.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's the kind of single right there and kind of A-B all around that can certainly get you going, make you feel confident about what you're doing at the dish. That pitch was down, below the zone, a good executed changeup, and he was able to shoot it for a nice base hit.
Ryan McBroom is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Dahl is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So next to the plate for the Royals, Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last AB. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Santana at second with 2 down. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Well, for David Dahl to the plate now. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Second base.
Next to stand in is Nick Solac. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. A bouncer to the left side. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. It was a walk in his last trip. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. A bouncer up the middle. Mondesi brings it in. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the... Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Hamels is ready. Here he comes, 0-1. hit out towards second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And he'll dive back in. Nicky Lopez will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And he got him. And now the first pitch.
The batter, number 50.
Whit Merrifield stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Lopez, base runner at first with one out. Lifted into center field. Davis is under it. He's got it, and there are two down now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. Scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Nicky Lopez will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Chris Davis next to bat. He'll start the seventh, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. One out. Stepping in once again is Charlie Culberson. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Soler. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Brock Holt. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Popped up. Santana in foul ground, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Salvador Perez.
The catcher, Salvador.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Jonathan Hernandez enters the ball game to replace the starter, and some may feel he was pulled a bit prematurely.
Yeah, and I'm sure the lefty wants to stay out there too. But this is one of those situations where the manager felt it was time to start playing the matchup game. With the right-handed batter up next, they're hoping this right-handed pitcher gives them a better chance to get an out.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
The first baseman.
He's set, and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ryan McBroom. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering. Ball 1. Perez at third with 2 away. A ball and a strike.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes. So now to the plate, Jonah Heim. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Benintendi's got it, and there's 1 away. Digging in next, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
The 1-0.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
So it's a tight spot here. 1st and 2nd, 1 man out, and that means Nick Solac will dig in. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And the runner will score from 2nd. And he's in safely at 3rd as 2 score on the play, and we are all tied up.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Roll. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions, and from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at 3rd, so the best he can hope for is a no decision. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roll, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roll?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to.
Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Turned on, but it's wide of 1st and foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting.
And now in the box, Nate Lowe. In his career against this pitcher, he's a .333 hitter. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit, and the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
First pitch of the AB now. Chris Davis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Now at the plate here is Charlie Culberson. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Now at the plate is Brock Holt. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 3 for 6. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Pitch popped up. Santana into foul territory, and no one will get this one.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball one. 1-2. Here it is. Three runs already home here. Just out in front of that one. Still 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. And he comes back with one down and in for ball three.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike three to retire. Pedro Strop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 64.
Andrew Benintendi is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
The 0-2 once more, and a fastball swung on and hit to second. Fielded cleanly, and that's the first out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So now to the plate, Michael Taylor. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. To second for one. Relay to first in time.